the first time I played Ultimate Spider-Man on the video game was on my Nintendo DS. It was like not quite like this one you're seeing here, like with the 3D. Like it was like a mix of 3D 2D. It was a really great game in its own right, and I loved it. And it was awesome. But I'd always wanted to play the PS2 or GameCube version because it was like the actual 3D world that you can move around in the 3D space. Both games are great. At least they were for the time they came out in. Coming back now and playing Ultimate Spider-Man now, feeling the controls feel pretty good, but there's a few little janky things about this game that it has shown its age a little bit when you're playing it now. A little bit from the voice acting of Peter Parker, which is not the best voice acting. Let me tell you, listening to it back as an adult, but you know, it still has that comic book charm, which I thought was so cool. Ultimate Spider-Man actually is one of the coolest Spider-Man comics I've ever read. It is actually the only Spider-Man comic I have read. I think there's quite a few Spider-Man comics. I would read more Spider-Man comics. And I don't know like how popular Ultimate Spider-Man is in relation to other Spider-Man comics, but man, it was just such a great time as a kid in the oddies. Reading those comics, playing this game. As an adult, I went to I found out that Brian Michael Bendis, who was the author of the comic, was creating a collectible series of omnibuses. And so for the past 3 or 4 years, I have been collecting each omnibus as it would come out. I finally have all 5 of them, which was rather expensive to collect. I didn't realize how much comics were until I started buying them myself as an adult. And you know, I'm glad I own it now. And I bought them and I read through all of them, and it was an absolute blast doing that, because I got to read from the very beginning of the story to the very end. I got to get all of the content I missed and all the stuff that concluded the story. And reading that was so badass.